Welcome, everybody. Welcome, welcome. My name is Joe Casey. I have the honor and the privilege of serving as Chesterfield County's County Administrator. These historic courthouse steps before you have served on many ceremonial, memorial, and celebratory occasions. Our history of public safety goes back before this courthouse was first built, to the first sheriff. And I see Sheriff Leonard here. Thank you, sir, for being here. First sheriff. No, he wasn't the first sheriff.
He looks good if he was.
The first sheriff was John Archer, 1749. And then with the addition of our first police chief, A.T. Taylor, in 1914. And I also want to recognize, I believe we have former police chiefs, Colonel Katz and Terry Dupuy, in the audience. I want to appreciate their service. I also want to recognize especially the Sheriff's Office in its entirety too, for being the hand-in-glove operation that works so well in making law enforcement and keeping people safe and secure a unique asset in serving as the first choice community statement of Chesterfield. I was graced with having my announcement on these steps in 2016, but the last time and the most important time was my previous time with the 5 board members here in 2018. Wayne introduced a stranger who we quickly became a known commodity in Colonel Katz as police chief. Today, we will soon be introducing a known commodity who is no stranger to our community. I want to thank each and every member of the Board of Supervisors here with me today and their role in this long and due diligent process. Board Chair Jim Holland, who you will be hearing a few remarks shortly from, Vice Chair Dr. Mark Miller, Jim Engel, and then 2 of our board members who also served with distinction on the Police Chief Recommendation Committee, Jessica Schneider and Kevin Carroll. Also with us here today are many other public safety leaders who again work so well with Chesterfield County's Police Department. Fire Chief Lloyd Center, Commonwealth Attorney Aaron Barr, and representing the judicial function, Judges Hurley and Nelson. Lastly, again, I want to give a special thanks and actually a round of applause, if you can, to Chief Brad Giroux, who served in an interim role for the past 6 months honorably. And as you can tell from trying to look for him, he served it very quietly. Out of respect for time and enabling our announcement to commence from the Board Chair Jim Holland, I do want to collectively recognize all of you here today and your connection to the safety and security of our citizens, our police department, and our region. I think that this clearly illustrates how important this department is to everyone in Chesterfield, the region, and the Commonwealth of Virginia, and the values for those who serve. Mr. Holland.
Thank you, Dr. Casey, and good afternoon, everyone, and thank you for joining us today. It is my distinct pleasure on behalf of the entire Chesterfield County Board of Supervisors seated here to introduce to you all our new police chief. But before I do that, I want to thank Lieutenant Colonel Badgerow, the interim chief, for serving as an interim chief since April, doing a tremendous job. Thank you for mentioning that as well, Joe. I also want to extend the board's appreciation to all who provided assistance during the recruitment process, including and especially the Police Search Committee, whom I would like to recognize at this point, which included my board colleagues, Jessica Snyder, also Kevin Carroll, and the Honorable Edward Robbins Jr. of the 12th Circuit Judicial Court. And I want to especially recognize as well Dr. Kevin Sykes, sir, for your service. And of course, Dr. Casey, as the committee served so well. They ensured that the police personnel and the public had ample opportunities to provide input to help the board in making this critical decision for the best candidate for Chesterfield County in our 275th year on this gorgeous day in Chesterfield. Now it's time to introduce our new chief to you. Since 2000, Lieutenant Colonel Frank Carpenter Jr. has served as the Deputy Chief of Police with the Chesterfield County Police Department, serving over 500 sworn and professional staff and overseeing the performance and planning and budgeting of all police operations, including patrol services, the Investigation Bureau, and the Special Operations Division. He has held multiple assignments within the department at every level and chain of command, including sergeant, lieutenant, captain, and major. He is acknowledged and known for mentoring both formally and informally many in the department, the current command staff and sworn officers, as well as regional law enforcement officers whom I see here today, regional chiefs. Please join me in congratulating and welcoming our next police chief for Chesterfield County, Chief Lieutenant Colonel Frank Carpenter Jr. Thank you.
Good afternoon, everyone. Thank you, Chairman Jim Holland, Dr. Casey, for your kind remarks. I would like to acknowledge the Chesterfield County Board of Supervisors that are present, law enforcement partners, friends, and family in attendance of this special occasion. I stand here deeply honored to accept the role of the Chief of Police of the Chesterfield County Police Department. I want to begin by expressing my heartfelt gratitude to those, God, who has blessed me to lead in this incredible opportunity. I would also like to recognize the exceptional leadership within the Chesterfield County Police Department. Your unwavering dedication and hard work have set a high standard, and I am both humbled and inspired to continue to build upon the solid foundation we have created together. To the phenomenal men and women of the Chesterfield County Police Department, both sworn officers and professional staff, thank you for your service and commitment. Each of you have played a vital role in protecting and serving this community. Your dedication and professionalism truly make a difference in the lives of those we serve. I'm equally grateful to the Chesterfield community. Your support, your trust, your partnership are the cornerstones of our mission. We remain committed to strengthening our community engagement and building meaningful relationships that make Chesterfield County a safer and more vibrant place to live, learn, work, and play. Finally, I must acknowledge the people that have been instrumental throughout my career, my family, my friends, mentors, and colleagues, many of whom are here today. Thank you is what I say to you today. Thank you. Your encouragement, support, and belief in me have been invaluable, and I'm deeply grateful to share in this moment with each of you. As we move forward together, I'm excited to continue serving the people of Chesterfield County with respect, integrity, and unwavering dedication. Thank you, and God bless you.
Well, welcome Colonel Carpenter. We are very excited for you to start your long tenure here. Later today, at the board's evening session, the formal appointment and pinning of eagles and a chief badge will be placed upon you by your family, and all are welcome. We will also honor you with a more formal and planned celebratory ceremony in the future so that as many of your family, friends, colleagues, fellow officers, and other special guests can be invited. And I'll just end with one quick story that just shows you the appreciation of the entire county workforce behind you and the police department. I met a worker here yesterday named Lily who was working the grounds and making this place look extra special today because she says there's going to be an extra special person with a new job, and that she wanted him to feel as welcome as possible. So, thank you, Lily. With that said, this is the closure of our ceremony. Feel free to linger as long as you like. If you see 5 members go into a meeting at 2 p.m., it's because I've already called them to some other duties. Thank you.